Hello and welcome to this B1 Usability Package presentation. My name's Dan McLaughlin, I'm a Channel Manager at BOEM IT, and I'll be taking you through this introduction to the B1 Usability Package for SAP Business One. Around 20,000 SAP Business One users make use of the B1 Up on a daily basis, and it's been in existence for over 5 years. The B1 Up is an immensely popular addition to SAP Business One for several very good reasons. Firstly, its functionality is relevant to every business and every user of SAP Business One. Secondly, it has an unrivaled reputation for quality and reliability. And finally, it's fully approved by SAP themselves and works seamlessly with all releases. In terms of how the B1 Up can help your business, the clue is in the name. SAP Business One is a vast system designed to cater for numerous business models and not specifically yours. Time is money, and by tailoring SAP Business One's layout, buttons, tabs, functionality, and general usability to suit what you and your employees need it to do, you'll end up saving a vast amount of time completing even the simplest of processes. And what makes it even better is that this is incredibly easy to do. You don't need to be a developer with hours to spare to make these changes. Simply right-click, pick your action, and get to work. So what exactly does the B1 Up do? Well, the development possibilities with the usability package are only as limited as your imagination, but the core functionality is based around 6 features. These features enable you to enhance the way you move around Business One, placing buttons to trigger processes, launch applications, and move to other screens. You can rearrange your screen layouts, hide, create, and move fields, make certain fields mandatory, create your own validations, automate tasks, and search your entire database with a Google-style search facility. Now to show you how easy the B1 Up is to use by demonstrating some of these features in action. Here's your standard SAP Business One business partner screen with unused fields dotted around and the need for an extra panel on the right to display some user-defined fields. It's messy, poorly structured, and could really do with some optimization. First of all, let's add some function buttons to launch some important processes that form part of a typical day's work for this user. I simply right-click, select Add Function Buttons to this window, and it shows me a list of default buttons that I can pick from. I could add up to 10 buttons to each screen, but for this demo I'll pick 8 of them, which demonstrate the various types of functions they could fulfill. As you can see, the buttons have been placed in the region specified. The top 4 buttons enable me to navigate to common places within SAP Business One. The aging button takes me to a screen that would usually take 5 clicks to find. The driving directions button launches Google Maps in my web browser, and the last 2 buttons enable me to navigate to custom reports. Ultimately, I could navigate to wherever and whatever I wanted to, and launch any external program, all with the click of a button that I created in a matter of seconds. Next up, let's get rid of some of those fields which I'll never use and which clutter up my screen. To do this, I simply right-click on the redundant field and select Hide this item. Repeat that with the other fields and they all disappear. Now I'm going to fill up some of those glaringly empty spaces with some of the user-defined fields on the right-hand pane. Once again, I simply right-click on the fields in question and select Add this UDF to the main window. A window pops up asking if I want to place them above or below another field, and I just make my selection and fill in the gaps. Next, I'll tidy up this screen further by moving some of the existing fields into the gaps that are left. I just right-click, select Move this item, and specify where I want them to go. Last but not least, I now want to shift the last of those UDFs on the right onto a new tab of their own on the central pane. To do this, I once again right-click and select Add a new tab, and this launches the tab wizard. I enter the name I want to give it, specify which fields I want to feature on it, and press OK. Before I know it, I've got a new tab with the fields I want on it, and I can now get rid of the right-hand pane. Once that's gone, the screen is laid out far more efficiently, and the system actually looks as if it was designed with my needs in mind. Now that I've tidied up the interface, it's time to enhance the functionality. With the B1 Up, I can easily add Go to Website and Write Email buttons to the relevant fields. I can insert country identifiers and create custom color validation, and even create a button to merge data for this business partner into a Microsoft Word document. It's often the case that when you create a new business partner, there are certain fields that must be filled in or else the entry is worthless. To make sure that all users follow these guidelines, I can right-click on the fields in question and select Make this field mandatory. To show this feature in action, here's a new business partner that I'm trying to add, but I've neglected to fill in the federal tax ID and sales employee fields. When I try to add the business partner, this message pops up at the bottom of my screen, and the system won't allow me to continue unless I complete them. It's even possible to color these fields to highlight their importance for your users. So that's a lightning quick tour around some of the features of the B1 Up. As you can see here, the only features I've shown you are those where the box is ticked, and there's a whole world of other functionality that you can use to make your system work for you. If you're interested in learning more, please go to our service portal and check out the training and overview videos there for free. You can also download a free 20-day trial to test it out for yourself. And if you're interested in purchasing, then simply ask your SAP Business One partner for pricing, or email us at sales@boyum-it.com. Thanks for watching, and keep an eye out for our new productivity modules.